Hello everyone. So today's lesson is basically about how to turn any picture into a book cover. So on the left side is a picture that I got from the internet. On the right is the book cover. So let's start. So the first step is for you to go to photopea.com. The next step is for you to download a photo. Make sure that the photo has a clear background. Now for step 3, go back to photopea.com, go to Open from Computer, click on Open from Computer and choose the file. In this case, the file name was The Perfect Face. Now before we start, here is step 4. Step 4 is to practice zooming in to make the picture bigger or zooming out to make the picture smaller. If you're using a Mac or an Apple computer, just hit Command plus to zoom in and Command minus to zoom out. If you're using a PC, it is Control plus and Control minus. So now step 5, go to the magic wand, click on that, and then you highlight the parts that need to be highlighted, which are the neck and the shoulders. When you click on that, you'll see many dotted lines. So you have to hold Shift and click so that all the dotted lines are selected, are chosen. Once you have chosen all the selected parts for the neck, then you're ready for the next step. So you need to be very, very patient. Sometimes you need to zoom in, sometimes you need to zoom out. Just make sure all the parts of the neck are highlighted. This picture shows that the entire neck or the whole neck has been highlighted. Notice that the dotted line surrounds the whole neck. So remember, just press Shift while you are clicking the mouse. They need to be done at the same time. Now let's go to the next step. For the next step, you click on the Paint brush tool, and then you choose the color. Let's say we want red today. So you choose the color red, hit OK, and then you can change the size of the brush. You can make it bigger or smaller. Let's make it bigger today. Too big, little smaller. Alright, and then you click, and then only the highlighted part will be colored with the color that you chose. So like that, the whole neck is red now. The next thing you need to do is to highlight and color the piece of cloth from the shirt that's hanging on the shoulder. This time I'm going to choose the color yellow. So again, to paint, you use the brush tool and then you highlight it yellow, like that. Now the edges or the sides that are gray, you can always fix them later. So this is what it looks like when both the neck and the cloth hanging on the shoulders have been highlighted and colored. Now step 8, highlight and color the shirt that she is wearing. So remember to zoom in, Control or Command plus, and then you can zoom in and highlight all the details, even the smallest details you need to highlight. So after highlighting the shirt, I painted it green using the brush tool, and don't forget to fix all the edges. Now do the same thing to the hair. Now, even if the edges are not 100% accurate or 100% straight, it is okay because you can always fix the edges later. So I've highlighted the hair and now I will color it blue. Again, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. You can always fix the sides or the edges later. Now, highlight the most difficult part to highlight, the face. Why is it difficult? Because it has so many colors. So if you cannot highlight the eyes and the lips completely, it is okay. You can paint over them later. Okay, so try to highlight as much as possible. Now, if you want to make things easier, you can Always increase the tolerance. So from 16 you can change it to 32, something like that. The higher the tolerance, the easier it is for you to highlight the face. Now comes step 11. Step 11 is color the face. If you look at the picture, I didn't highlight all the eyes, all the nose, and all the lips or mouth. So the important thing is to highlight the edges or the sides, because you can always paint the eyes, the nose, and the lips later on. So what do you have to do with the eyes and the nose and the mouth? Well, first go to the new, go to layer. So you have a new layer now, and then click on the dotted rectangle at the top. The name of that tool is the rectangular select tool, and then you click on the brush, and then you just color it using the purple brush. Now that the hair, the face, the shirt, and the neck have been colored, now it's time for you to color the background. I will choose a bright color, maybe yellow. You can choose any color you may want, and then you just zoom in and zoom out, and then you can start coloring. So you first use a big paintbrush, okay, and then you color the background. Now leave some space, because later you will need to change the big paintbrush to the small paintbrush so that you can carefully paint over the edges. Make sure that the edges are carefully painted. So now you need to go to the brush tool, go to the top, and then you change the size of the paintbrush. You make it smaller so that it's easier for you to carefully paint the edge, so that you don't make a mistake. So this is what it looks like once everything has been painted. Again, it's not perfect, but just be careful, be more careful than I am, and then you can do a better job. So this is what it looks like for now. Everything has been painted. So you now have to select the part you need. Go to the rectangle select tool, and then draw a rectangle. Now you will see that on the screen it's not really equal, so you just move the rectangle until you see the red line. That means it's in the center. You see that red line? Okay. Now go to the top, go to edit, choose copy merged, and then go to file, new, and then make sure it's around 362 by 480. Click create, and then hit Ctrl V or Command V to paste. Finally, to type the name of the author and the title, go to T, that means text, and then you highlight the center, go to the center, you drag it like that, and then you can start typing the lottery, for example. Now you can change the position of the letters. So you can put it in the center. You can change the font size. Let's make it bigger. And you can change the font. So that one, I choose something that's thicker so that it's easier to be seen. For example, preview. I really don't like that one. Let's change it to something else. Something thick. Maybe distant galaxy. Yeah, that looks much better. Not sounds, looks much better. So the lottery, and then you click enter so that you can key in the name of the author or authors. So by Shirley Jackson. So you notice that the word Jackson disappeared. So you just pull that down and then you'll see it again. Now usually for the author, you have to make it smaller than the title. So let's change the font size of By Shirley Jackson. Let's make it smaller. And there you go. And that's it. Lottery by Shirley Jackson. Now this is what the final product looks like. Of course, you can make it even better than what I did. You can add some stones, you can decorate it any way you want, but this is the basic way of creating a book title or a book cover. So now this is what you need to do. Number one, download a photo from the internet for your story. Don't download a picture for the lottery. 2. Use photobee.com to practice creating a book cover. Just follow my steps as a group so you can work as a group. 3. Make sure you highlight and color everything and always be careful. Number 4. Be creative and think of how you can make the book cover of your own story even better. I did the basics. I want you to be creative, think outside the box, make it even prettier than what I did. Number 5. The story that I'm talking about is the same story as the one you sang about with the international students. Remember that. Number 6. Make sure I can see the title and the name of the author on the cover. If there is more than one, since you're working in a group, I want you to write the names of everyone on the cover. 7. Send the book cover to me, either in JPEG or PDF file, by line before Tuesday 5 p.m. Number 8. If you don't like my style and you want to create your own book cover and not follow what I did, you can do that too. Number 9. You can take a look at some of the samples from last semester. I will send them to you later. And 10. I'm so sorry I have not had time to check your work from last week. I promise I will send you the comments and the grades as soon as possible.